What's up, and welcome back to a brand new episode of The Truth with Walter Berry. I am your host, Tiara Shea Berry, alongside the greatest co-host in the world, my dad, Walter Berry. Dad, how you doing?
I'm great, Tiara.
That's good. So we got a lot to talk about today. We've been having some pretty cold weather, but it wasn't as cold here as it was in Chicago last weekend for the All-Star game. Dad, did you catch the All-Star?
Of course I caught the All-Star game. It was a great game.
It was two teams. It was Team Giannis, who you call the Greek Freak?
The Greek Freak.
Versus Team LeBron on the West Coast. Team LeBron took it home, and they had Kawhi Leonard win the MVP award, which they renamed to the Kobe Bryant MVP award. Dad, did you catch the tribute to Kobe?
Yes, I caught it. It was great. I admired everything they did for Kobe. Well deserving of everything that they gave him.
It's such a sad occasion, but they definitely honored him in the best light. I saw this video of Allen Iverson and Dwayne Wade hug each other, just embracing each other the way they did. It was a very special moment, and it seems like basketball players from all over the world, whether you in the NBA or not, just the camaraderie that comes with the sport of basketball, it just shows how deeply impactful Kobe was. So shout out to just Kobe's family and everybody who is still dealing with this. They have the memorial coming up on February the 24th to honor Kobe at the Staples Center, so we'll definitely be tuned into that. But in a lighter note, Kawhi Leonard definitely did the Kobe Bryant MVP award justice. He got 30 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists. Dad, do you think Kawhi was on fire?
He was sensational. He played a great game, and you can't take nothing away from Kawhi Leonard. He's a quiet and assassin.
He's super, super, super dope. So that was a great game between the East Coast and the West Coast. But there was a lot of controversy surrounding the dunk contest. I remember the day after the dunk contest that you called me and you was like, this had to be rigged.
Yeah, I thought it was rigged for a minute, but since I played in the NBA, it wasn't rigged. It was just, Gordon should have won. The boy did some phenomenal dunks.
Right. So it all boiled down to Derrick Jones Jr., who plays for the Miami Heat, and Aaron Gordon. And it's not just you that thinks that Aaron Gordon should have won. Gordon actually released a statement on his own that said, I definitely feel some type of way about it. I'm definitely kind of irritated a little bit and a little frustrated as well. Do you think he has the right to be frustrated, Dad?
He has the right to be frustrated. After that last dunk, that should have took it home. But they kept it going. They wanted to really see more dunks, the fans, the judges. But he really was the truth in all of this. He should have won the dunk contest.
Yeah, most definitely. So, that was, things happen. Things happen all the time that you be like, this person should have got it. This person should have got it. I still think a lot of times that Angela Bassett deserved the Oscar for her role in Tina Turner. But, some things just you don't get. It's sad.
Look, Jones did a great job, too, on the slam dunk contest. You can't take nothing away from him.
Right.
He was doing his thing also.
Yeah. So, it was definitely a competitive little spat between the two. I guess to some people, the best man won. I guess to some others, the best man did not get what he deserved. So, in other news, kind of straying away from the NBA, Dad, you know what's coming up. NCAA March Madness is on its way. But before we can actually talk about the NCAA March Madness and all of the things and your impact in the NCAA with St. John's University, I wanted to kind of pivot back to your time in between high school and St. John's. And that was your junior college experience, right?
Junior college. San Jacinto Junior College. That was quite an experience that I've had there.
So you actually told me that you keep in touch with your coach, right?
Coach Ronnie Arrow, me and him still keep in touch. We're still the best of friends, and we never lost touch.
What led you to San Jacinto College in the first place?
Well, I was in a program in St. John's, and it was a long story. It all got kind of confused with the program that I was in, but make a long story short, I had to go to junior college for 1 year and play 1 year, and then I was able to return back to St. John's after.
Okay. So, a lot of people, I don't know how it works in the realm of sports per se, but a lot of people don't really talk about what junior college can do for an athlete. What did junior college do for you?
Junior college put me back on the map, and I went there and had to prove everything over again what I did in high school, but on a higher level.
Right.
And I dominated the junior college league. Mm-hmm. I led the league in scoring, rebounding, and block shots.
Oh, wow.
So that was something phenomenal.
Yeah, I'm reading right here that it says you were the most valuable player of the NJCAA national tournament. And that led to you being invited to try out for the Olympics.
Yes, I'll never forget that tryout to the Olympics. That was quite an honor.
Yeah.
And I was there with some of the greats, Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley, and I held my own in that junior college tryout.
Yeah, that's really cool. What would you say that junior college did it adequately prepare you to take on big league in the NCAA?
It put me in a position to take the next step up to the NCAA tournament, which, was tough at the time. Georgetown had guys like Patrick Ewing. It was a tough league. Villanova had guys like Ed Pinckney. But, we had the best team, I believe, because me and Chris Mullen was a dynamic force in this NCAA tournament.
Yeah. Just kind of picking back to what happened at junior college. What was it like for you being a native New Yorker who started out at St. John's to be told that you're going to have to pack it up and move to Texas for a year?
I was a little bit sad about that, but it ain't stopped my dream to play at St. John's University. So I kept the dream going, and I kept working hard to get back to St. John's to play for St. John's.
Right, and that you did. And did it feel like you were embraced by St. John's with open arms because of the way you performed at the junior college?
It was open arms once I got back to St. John's, but the junior college, I dominated that league because I think I was a little bit angry that I had to play at junior college for a whole year. Does
it help sometimes to have a little, chip on your shoulder as an athlete, as a competitor, as somebody with a dream, to have some people kind of tell you this not going to work out, or at least not right now? Did that propel you forward as an athlete?
Oh, yes. A lot of people is going to tell you can't do it. It's not ethical for you to do something like this. You're never going to make it. And you got to have that chip on your shoulder and know who you are to be sure that you got confidence in yourself when you step on that floor to make it happen for you.
Yeah. And do you have any teammates that you remember from San Jacinto?
Oh, yeah. One of my good friends live right here now in Georgia, Mike Morgan. That's one of my good friends. And we still hang out. We still talk about old times, but it was great back then.
Yeah, maybe we should bring him on the show one day just to talk about how impactful junior college can be, because I feel like that's something a lot of people sleep on, what junior college can do for you.
A lot of people were sleeping on junior college over the years, but some of the great NBA players came out of junior college. Sam Cassell. There's a bunch of different names that came out of there that did really well in the NBA.
Yeah. So, shout out to San Jacinto. They still open or no?
No, San Jacinto closed down.
Oh, man.
And we was trying to save the program. We did everything we could. We were very saddened by this.
We still send a lot of love to San Jacinto, the administration. Dad, you say you still have a great relationship with the coach and some of your former teammates. So if anybody out there with a dream, aspirations, whether it be basketball or anything else like that, don't be discouraged by the route that you have to take. Sometimes you might have to go on the road less traveled, but that doesn't mean that you still might not end up in the situation that you want to be in. Everything is a learning opportunity. Everything is a stepping stone, and junior college can be a great stepping stone for greatness. Wouldn't you say that?
I would definitely say that. And like my daughter said, keep God first place, work hard, and follow your dreams. And nobody can take that away from you. You will get to the next level. I got one story to tell in junior college. It was crazy because at this time, we planned one of the biggest games of junior college history. This game was going to put us on the map, and we had to win to get a good place in the playoffs.
Right.
And we planned. One guy, he was about 6'9", he kept running up and down the court. He was elbowing me, and I told him, don't do it no more. Don't elbow me no more.
You know who this was?
Yes. Later on, me and him became very good friends.
Oh,
but
okay.
In the midst of it all, I told him, you elbow me again, I'm going to knock you out. Mm-hmm. He came down and elbowed me again, and I turned around and just mapped him, just knocked him out cold. He was out. I thought I had killed the guy.
Y'all was on the floor?
We was playing. Mm-hmm. This was during the game.
Oh, wow.
And
That's a foul.
when I punched him and knocked him out, he didn't get back up. And I was like, oh my God, I thought I killed him.
Yeah.
Because he didn't never get back up. The ambulance came.
Was the refs and your coach looking at you crazy?
Everybody was looking like, what happened? Because it happened so fast. It was this one punch. And the ambulance came. They stopped the game. They gave him the smelling sauce and they woke him up. I was just thanking God that I didn't kill him from one punch. And, you know, this was a crazy thing. And they finished the game and...
Did you get to play the rest of the game?
Yeah, they didn't even throw me out the game. That's what I didn't believe either. But nobody saw what happened because it happened so fast. But I finished the game, and his whole team was scared of me after that. I was going in for open slam dunks, open layups. They didn't guard me no more. I finished with 50 points that game. And I couldn't believe this happened. And after the game, you know, I met his mother and his sister.
Were they mad at you?
They wasn't so mad because he was okay. But I think the sister had a crush on me at the time.
Oh, here
After I knocked him out, the sister wanted to go out with me.
I don't believe it.
No, it's all true. This is a true story. But then later years, when I get drafted and go to the NBA and play for the Houston Rockets, he lived in Houston. That was hometown for him. And I think he was getting a lot of money in the drug game at this time. And I was at a nightclub one night, ran into him. He had all his boys with him. I was there by myself. He walked up to me, and I thought maybe it was going to be another fight. He apologized for what happened in junior college. He was wrong.
Did you apologize too?
Oh, yeah, I apologized for hitting him, for sure. And we became best friends. He bought me a bottle of champagne, and after that, we became really good friends.
Oh, that's nice. So I guess that goes to show sometimes friendships can come out of even the worst of situations. And that's a great story that you told, that just to kind of show that sometimes it does get pretty ugly on the court, won't you say?
Yeah, it got pretty ugly that day. And that was, I haven't had a fight in a long time. But you know, I hung around guys like Mike Tyson, a lot of street guys, and you know, I wasn't going to let nobody take advantage of me.
I feel that. Had to give a shout out to your alma mater, San Jacinto, right?
Yes. I'm giving all of the true blessings to San Jacinto, Coach Arrow, Ronnie Arrow, and my former teammates. We did a great job that year of winning the championship and just playing really well in the finals.
Yeah, super dope. Speaking of finals, Dad, you looking forward to the Final Four?
Oh, yes, I'm definitely looking forward to the Final Four. Some great teams in the NCAA tournament right now, so it's going to be really interesting.
And I might already know the answer to this, but what's your favorite NCAA team?
Right now, it's always going to be St. John's.
Trick question. I thought I was going to get you. All right. Thank you all so much for watching. We will check you all out in our next episode where we dive into all things NCAA and March Madness. Dad, anything else?
No, I just like to shout out Lou Carnesecca for doing a great job at St. John's University.
Yeah.
Coach Ron Rutledge. You guys, if it wouldn't have been for you guys, it wouldn't be no me.
That's really deep. That's touching. That's great. All right. See y'all next week. Peace.
Peace.